Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're having an excellent Thursday. About to close out the week here and going to do another recap for you guys. So today is, it's Thursday, March 25th. And this month has gone by pretty quick here, but today we're going over the recap for what I traded. Now today I'm up, it's a green day, which is good, $485. So that's great. Something on the table. Now, these aren't huge numbers. The last couple days, I've been consistently putting on, 400, 500, 200. So in the $100 ranges. And, before I was actually trading with much more gains on my days, but I did have bigger red days. So I've toned it back a bit. And this week, I've really, just tone everything back a little bit. A little bit less trading, a little bit less aggressive, but still a lot of scalp trading. So let's dive into what I actually traded. Today, I had one trade on IMMP. I'll show you that one in a second. The other two, there was only two. There was PRQR and KOSS. KOSS came back into the market as long as with GME. I didn't trade GME, but I traded KOSS. I like that one a little bit more in the fact that I feel like it's a bigger percent gain. So yeah, let's take a look here. So first off, I do want to note, I did go red today. First trade out of the gates, and it was a huge one. I was down $200 on IMMP. And it was a stupid trade. I was just looking to hop in. The thing looks like it was going to rip. I'll show you real quick. IMMP. Okay, so this was one of the leading gappers in the market. And let's scroll back to when I actually made the trade here. 10:28. So it was actually in morning. It wasn't like, right when the market opened up or anything, but an hour after it opened at 10:28 here. Let's see. Right here. I went in for a trade here, and this was a big flush. Boy, was that I should have been a little cautious on this, but my thought was that here we are, pre-market went up big, then it faded, and it cranked up in the morning, right when the market opened, and had this nice little zone where it consolidated for a bit. And I thought maybe it would bust through this level here, this resistance of 409. So I hopped in with 1,000 shares at 401. And I was actually going for a dip off this candle, and it didn't come back. It just, flushed, and I ended up having to sell at 381. Cut my losses right there as quick as I could. But it was fast. So $200 down right there. And I don't like to start a day being down red. And for me, this was my one of my biggest red trades today. And it put me right in the hole, like right off the bat. So I don't like that, because it's like you're trying to dig out of a hole now and just to get back to neutral. So it's going to take some work, just to get back to neutral. But luckily I was able to work my way out of it. And I switched gears, went over to PRQR and traded that for a while, and then hopped on KOSS eventually. But PRQR, this one was really great. However, it was kind of tricky. This is like to me, it seems like a very common pattern lately with a bunch of different stocks in the market. There's been a lot lately that I've been trading that has done this crazy pattern of, having a nice run up, curling, popping up again, hitting resistance, fading, doing the same thing again, but then pushing further, and then having a lot of this just back and forth, you know, it consolidates, and then out of nowhere, just a huge flush down, consolidates there, little flush, then works its way up bit by bit, and then another huge red flush. So this thing was just crazy. I mean, but it did help to learn as the day unfolded to kind of see how this stock was reacting, and kind of at what levels. You can tell there's some pretty nice support here at 788, and we never broke that really hard. So that was a good sign to, you know, to see that it was holding, you know, its strength here. But on the top side, you know, there was a lot of resistance to it. Didn't want to break out a lot of areas. So I had a ton of trades on this. I'm not going to go through every single one, it'd be way too long. But I scalp traded this a whole bunch. And thank God I was able to get in and out very quickly on a lot of my trades so that I didn't get caught up. I got really close to, I think, this area here, being caught in that flush. Luckily I didn't, because I'd probably be down pretty big today. But it happened a couple times right here, 1, 2, and 3, where it just really just flushed hard. And yeah, so that was PRQR. And with that resistance, those resistance areas, I was just very cautious of that. So sometimes I would buy in, maybe anticipating the break higher, but I would wait for kind of a push to those resistance points, and then on those tiny moves down, I would just buy up dips and then sell just a tiny bit higher. So I did a ton of that today, which helped out. And then what else? Oh, it's KOSS. So KOSS, I had a few trades on it, not a ton. It felt like, I don't know. This, I wasn't really attracted to this until a little bit later in the day, probably around 11 when it got into this area. And this is just a play on this continuation of these crazy Reddit, you know, meme stocks, GME being the one causing all this craziness, and then KOSS being like a sympathy stock to that. So I personally like KOSS a little bit more. I feel like there's more of a percent gain in my trades that I do on it. So I like it a little bit more, so I focus on that one. But I made just a few trades on it just because I thought, hey, there might be some more momentum on this thing, and it might, you know, it might go big today. But you know, it went up quite a bit, but not a huge amount. And after this area, you know, kind of faded, came back. So I just had a few trades in there. There was one specific one scalp trade in here, short little trade. Yeah, so a few trades on that. But anyways, I had a few trades on it. So I'd love to hear from you guys, find out what you guys traded today. Let me know if you're green or if you're red. So today, yeah, it was a lot of actually back and forth. Today was that 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Now I didn't start that way. I started right in the hole red but from after that first red trade, it was a lot of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And I did get up to 152 and then went negative again, then got positive, went negative again, and eventually worked my way back up. So I'm happy to end the day, you know, towards my high, which is good. So 45 on the day. This week has been, let's say this, I guess, consistent, which is good for me. I've been putting on green days every single day. They're not huge days, and I'd like them to be a lot bigger to counteract the big nasty red days that I eventually do have. But you know, consistency and being green every day is always a good thing. So I like to see that. So actually, March is looking great despite my 2 big nasty red days last week. And I just destroyed a lot of my progress. So I'm pissed about that. I want to show you something. Had I either taken the days off, and of course you don't, it's always hindsight's 2020, so you don't see this, but Let's just say, you know, magically took those 2 days off and decided not to trade on those 2 red days last week. When we take that out, I'd be up 15K on the month, which would be incredible. But instead, I'm setting up 4,000, which is reality. So that's how it goes. Just happy I made some progress so far this week. And I've got to end Friday with a little green or a lot of green. I don't want to even go near red. And hey, if the market maybe feels slow to me tomorrow, then maybe I should just trade a little bit, get a little green in, and just take the rest of the day off. Probably be a better thing for me. But if it's hot, I'll be trading. I'll be trading a ton. So other than that, we got 4 days total left out of the month, and hope you guys are doing well. That's my recap for today. And let me know if there's anything else you'd like me guys to go over. I personally, I don't go over every single trade of mine, and I was considering it, just showing you where I got in, where I got at. The thing is, I have so many trades. You know, part of my strategy is scalp trading. And I mean, look at this list today. I don't, you know, all these. So I'm not going to go over, you know, 30 trades with you guys. You know, if they're significant, something like IMMP, you know, where I lost a good chunk of change, or it was a really good trade for me, you know, love explaining that and showing you guys on that. But all the other ones are just, they're so small in and out on the scalp trades. They're not even, to me, worth covering. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's recap. Make sure to subscribe and like if you are enjoying this trading vlog. I'm recap for you guys. I do a recap for you guys every day I'm in the market, which is pretty much Monday through Friday. So hope you guys enjoy. Take care. See you on the next one.